What's up, y'all? It's your boy Tug. That's how I'm feeling right now. Uh, so I shared a video on Facebook of the female officer in McDonald's that got punched by the dude and tased him. She didn't shoot him, kill him. She tased him. And I shared it and I captioned it with something along the lines of, now, if this female officer can take a right cross from this sucker, then how come male officers can't do this? I didn't say anything about race. It was a white female officer and a black male that assaulted her. I did not say anything about race. I was not referencing race at all, when I shared that video. What I was referencing was the abuse of power by police officers today, and the way that this female officer handled the situation, in my opinion, is how all officers need to handle the situation. You don't need to just be shooting people. So when I posted that, I got a response back from one of my friends who commented, oh, well, male and female officers do this thousands of times every day and whatever. And posing that question, he says, this is him still talking, he says, and posing that question, the question that I asked, how come male officers can't do this? Posing that question is the same as saying, why can't black people why can't black people just obey police officers and stop acting a fool? Something like that. That's his response. What? 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 Do you realize how you changed the subject right there? Do you? Honestly, though, do you? I'm talking to you specifically. Do you realize that you changed the subject? Don't do that. Don't change the subject. Don't make this into something that it's not. First and foremost, what I was doing was I was giving kudos to this female officer for doing her job excellently. That's what I was doing. Because she's about it. Like, she is. She wasn't scared of that dude. She was like, what? I'm a cop. I'm about it. You ain't shit. And your little chicken shit punch didn't do nothing. She warned him hella times. Then she tased him. Like, it was classic. Like, right out of the book. Like, there was no fear in her. No fear at all. And all I was saying was basically, how come male cops can't do this? From, as far as I know, I haven't seen too many female police shootings that have come up. I'm sure that there's some out there. I'm sure tons of people are going to be, oh, blah, blah, whatever. Yeah, I'm sure that female officers have shot and killed people too. But for the most part, what we see are male officers abusing their power, shooting and killing people because they are in fear of their life. And that's really what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about being a cop. I'm talking about being a police officer and being about it as a police officer. If you're in fear for your life because of anything, like literally because of anything, even if the suspect has a gun, if you're in fear for your life, maybe you shouldn't be a cop. You can't just be scared. Like, you just scared, so you're just going to start just keep shooting people just because you're scared? Yeah, I get it. You got family that you want to get back to and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's cool. But just because this guy has a gun doesn't mean that he's going to shoot you. Just because this guy has a knife doesn't mean he's going to stab you. Just because this guy is running from you doesn't mean he wants to fight you. I mean, he's running from you. So, of course, he doesn't want to fight you. He's running. He's trying to get away. That's what I'm talking about. Like, those times where the cops have abused their power and they've shot and killed people. White dude gets into a car accident. Cops chasing him. His truck flips. It's up on its side. Dude tries to get up out of the truck and run. As soon as dude pops his head out the top, it's like whack-a-mole. As soon as dude popped his head out the top, Cop shot him through the neck, killed him. Blam. Just like that. Why? There was no reason for that. That's the type of shit that I'm talking about. That was white on white too. That was white on white. And I'm using that as an example because that's exactly what I'm saying. In situations like that, like, why? Why did you shoot that guy? You don't tell me that you're in fear for your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Philando Castile thing is like, that's a whole other thing in itself. That's a whole other thing in itself. Because of the race factor. Because of the race factor, that's a whole separate issue. So I'm not talking about that. I'll talk about that as the abuse of power. Like, this cop, you were in fear for your life. Well, you shouldn't be a cop then. Because this guy told you he was legally carrying a gun. You shot him and killed him. Because this guy was running from you in his truck and he crashed and he was still trying to get away, you shot him and killed him. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the abuse of power. I'm not talking about race at all. But constantly, we have more and more people that are just deflecting all of the things that are that they don't like. Like, that comment was a classic example of classic racism at its finest right there. And what do I mean by that? Well, this is me as a person, this isn't me as a black guy. I'm half black and I'm half white. I identify as mixed for the most part. That's how I identify. I'm just as much white as I am black. In fact, I'm more white than anything else. My mother's family is from Norway and Switzerland. That's 100% white and 100% white. And my father's family is from Arkansas, San Francisco, by way of Arkansas. And that's black, which is African, and Native American. So just right then and there, I have Native American in me, which reduces the amount of African American that I have. So I'm more white than anything else. But I'm still viewed as a black man. Crazy, right? I know. And I don't care. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me. You can put me in any box you want to. You can try to marginalize me. I'm bigger than any box that you have. You can't just scoop me to the side like that. Another thing that you also can't do is just change the fucking subject. Stop doing that. I'm talking to everybody that does this. If this is something that you do, if you constantly change the subject when somebody's talking about something, you're contributing to the problem. And if racism is the issue that they're talking about, you're contributing to racism. The statement that you made, why can't black people just stop acting a fool? You're saying, well, no, I didn't say that. You're saying, because the guy, I already know what your argument's going to be. Your argument's going to be, no, I didn't say that. I said it's like asking the question. But what you did was you changed the subject. Because it's not like asking the question at all. It's not like asking the question, well, why can't black people? Because I didn't say anything about race. You did. You did. Yeah. Think. It was an old school saying that they used to have. My grandma used to have this up on the wall in the bathroom. And I remember seeing it a million times when I was a kid. And it was, before you shoot your mouth off, make sure that your brains are loaded. And that's what people are doing nowadays. They're just saying stuff. You can't just be saying stuff, man. People are racist nowadays and they don't even understand that they're racist. They don't even know that they're racist. Like, you don't know that you're racist, dog, but you are. For some reason, you had to bring race into that. You did. You brought race into that. I did not. You did. You took a good thing. What I was doing was a good thing. And I was giving that female officer her props. And you took that good thing and you threw mud all over it. For what reason? for no good reason at all, other than you have a racist bone in your body and you feel like you have a reason to defend white police officers, white male officers. You feel like you need to defend them. And that's exactly why you said that. Because you're racist and you don't even know it. Or you do know it and you're just lying to everybody, pretending that you're not, because you have minorities that are married into your family. Period, point blank. You're still my friend. Like, for real, I still got love for you. Still, but hella crazy. Like, hella crazy. I'm very disappointed in you. Very. This is how I'm feeling right now. Swag Team Tug. And I'm out.